Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tiger Softball Complex as we get you set for a non-conference showdown between the Panthers of Benton High School out of Saline County, Arkansas, taking on your Bentonville Tigers. Hello, everyone. I'm John McElroy alongside my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne's here with us today, and we are excited to bring you some non-conference action between two really good programs. As you can see, head coach Ken Early exchanging lineups with the head coach of the Benton Panthers, Heidi Martin-Cox. Well, folks, the Benton Panthers traveling up yesterday from Saline County, they were supposed to play last night. Some inclement weather in the area prevented that game from happening, but we're here with you this morning. Benton comes into today's game out of the 5A Central with an overall record of 11-1, 7-1 in that 5A Central Conference. This is a storied program who's won 4 of the last 5 state titles dating all the way back to 2021. So they won 21, 22, 23, and won last year's state title out of the 5A conference. Well, they'll face our Bentonville Tigers, who are 12-3 overall on the season, back-to-back state titles in the 6A conference back in 24, and, of course, last year in 25, led by head coach Kent Early. All right, as we see the coaches going over the last-minute ground rules, exchanging lineups with the umpires, let's go ahead and go over the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visiting Benton Panthers. Leading off for the Panthers, playing shortstop, number 19, KB Mew. Batting second, playing left field, number 27, Lakin Griffin. Batting third, catching for the Panthers, number 7, Peyton Stewart. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 00, Azzy Morrow. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 8, Corbin Keene. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 13, Aubrey DeGiovanna. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 32, A.C. Lackey. Batting eighth for the Panthers, the second baseman, number 11, Aubrey Jackson. And batting ninth for the Benton Panthers, playing first base, number 1, London Burrow. And pitching today for the Benton Panthers will be number 22, Rexy Crane. And now here is the starting lineup for the Bentonville Tigers. Playing shortstop, leading off, number 7, Kylie Wyman. Batting second, playing center field, number 25, Marissa Gianeschi. Batting third, playing left field, number 5, Violet Wynn. Batting fourth, catching today for the Tigers, number 14, Aubrey Island. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 15, May Wegner. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 18, Taylor Crisp. Batting seventh for Bentonville, the first baseman, number 16, Lana Carlton. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 29, Kate Manus. And batting ninth for the Bentonville Tigers, playing second base, number 1, Bella Mears. And pitching today for the Bentonville Tigers, number 30, Dalen Osborne. As you can see, the teams being introduced here to what is a good crowd that has turned out today for an early morning game, 11 a.m., the scheduled start time. And a lot of folks have traveled up to watch the Benton Panthers here. But a good crowd here at the Tiger Softball Complex. Partly cloudy skies. Temperature probably in the lower to mid 70s. Looks like it's going to be a great day for softball today.
And now, if we could get everyone to stand, remove their hats, face our flag for our national anthem.
Okay, so we're going to step away for a moment for our national anthem.
gentlemen.
All right, folks, there you have it, our national anthem.
YouTube channel, Bentonville Tiger Athletics.
And want to bring in my broadcast partner this morning, Donnie Payne. Donnie, good to be here with you. Should be a great ball game today between two elite programs.
Sportscaster John McElroy.
Thanks, John. And, yeah, welcome to today's game here. I was looking over, John, Bentonville Powerhouse. They play, both coaches like this. They've played each other several years in a row now. It's just a really good non-conference game. And both coaches schedule these tough games in non-conference, and you see the results of that when they make it to the state tournament. They are not flustered when they're playing that higher level competition because they do it all year long.
Absolutely. As the old saying goes, iron sharpens iron, and I think that's what we're going to see today. Two really good programs. Should be a great ball game. All right, leading it off today for the Benton Panthers will be number 19, the shortstop, KB Mew. And Mew will stand in from the left side to face Dalen Osborne. And the first pitch delivered here in today's ball game will be in for a strike. First pitch at 11:08 a.m.
Dylan comes in today, John, with a 1.79 ERA, and so really quality arms in the Bentonville dugout.
Second pitch by Osborne. Called strike, and quickly Dalen Osborne starts ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Of course, see there in our monitor in your screen there, Taylor Chris from third base playing in, and that one's going to be fouled off over the Tiger dugout. Yeah, Taylor Chris playing in at third base, expecting KB Mew maybe to try to slap one down the third baseline. So once again, no balls, 2 strikes as Osborne gets set. Here is the pitch.
Good battle so far, John. Fouling off those 2 off-speed pitches.
Looking around the infield, Lana Carlton at first, Bella Mears at second, Kylie Wyman playing shortstop, Taylor Crisp at third base. Aubrey Island behind the plate, and that one is going to be hit through the third short gap. Ground ball that gets through, and the Benton Panthers have something working early here in the top of the first. So that'll bring Lakin Griffin up to the plate. Griffin plays left field for the Panthers, and she'll stand in from the left side with the runner on first. And that'll be fouled back to the screen.
Griffin, John, look at her. She's got a split hand grip. That means she's up there. She's going to be trying to just slap that ball into play.
That's exactly what she tried to do right there. Well, actually, she tried to lay down a bunt rather than slapping it. But, Donnie, I think what we can take from that is obviously Lakin Griffin has some speed. Working out of that left-handed batter's box. Just underway here from Bentonville as Osborne delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Now batting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie. That was strike 3. Struck her out. I lost the count right there, but 1 out in the inning now as Peyton Stewart comes to the plate. Runner goes, and she gets her. Aubrey Island. Quick reflexes and a great throw. Kylie Wyman comes in from shortstop. Catch the throw, tags her out, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So KB Mew caught stealing. And 2 outs now in the top of the first.
That play wasn't even that close there, John.
That one's going to be popped up. Island underneath it, makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3, the Tigers are out of the inning. So we played a half inning, folks. No score in the ball game. We'll be back for the bottom half of the first in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
You've been on the edge of your seat. Now, take a breath and imagine yourself at Woodhouse Spa, Northwest Arkansas's first true luxury spa. From our Himalayan salt room to signature facials, infrared sauna, and rejuvenating body treatments, each is designed with one goal in mind: exceptional care. Join us as we turn game day stress into deep relaxation. Woodhouse Spa, your time out for the soul.
Okay, folks, we are back here in Bentonville as we go to the bottom half of the first inning. And leading it off for the Bentonville Tigers will be the shortstop, number 7, Kylie Wyman. Kylie coming into today's game, or coming into this week actually, batting .551. Started the week with a .600 on-base percentage. And she'll be facing Rexy Crane. And Crane's first pitch going to be a little up, and Wyman will take that for ball 1. Crane's got her signal as Wyman gets set on the 1-0. That one's going to be hit over to the right side. It'll be taken by Aubrey Jackson. She'll throw across to London Burrow. Scored 4-3 on the putout. 1 down for the Tigers here in the bottom of the first. So that brings up the Bentonville center fielder, number 25, Marissa Gianeschi. Gianeschi's going to foul that back to the screen.
Gianeschi going to go play college softball at Austin P next year. Nice changeup.
It really was. Kind of fooled Gianeschi on the off speed there. No balls, 2 strikes. Gianeschi coming into this week batting .375. She's going to try to get something started for the Tigers here in the bottom of the first. That one misses well outside. Count moves to 1-2. That one's going to be hit right up the middle past Rexy Crane and goes out to center field, and the Bentonville Tigers have their first hit of the ball game. You know, Donnie, right before that pitch, I was watching the middle infielders, second and short for Benton, and it looked like they had kind of opened up the middle, and Gianeschi just took advantage of it right there. So next up, number 5, Violet Nguyen. She'll stand in from the right side with Gianeschi on first base. 1 out in the inning. No score in the ball game. Swing and a miss.
Well, big spot here, John. Violet coming in with 15 extra base hits so far on the year, including 4 home runs.
And she started the week with a .488 batting average. She's going to pop that one over to the right side. Second baseman going out. That's Aubrey Jackson. And she'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. So next up for the Bentonville Tigers will be the catcher, number 14, Aubrey Island.
Team leader in home runs, John, 7 of them this year.
I'll tell you what, she did a good job in the top half of the first, recorded a couple outs, threw a runner out trying to seal second, and then fielded the pop-up to get the Tigers out of the top half of the first. And Aubrey's going to foul that inside pitch off.
If you've been over to Rogers' new stadium or not, she hit one this earlier this week at Rogers that on their little track man said went 240 feet.
That one's going to get past the catcher. Gianneschi is going to make it to second. I'll tell you what, credit the catcher right there, Peyton Stewart. He got by her, but she was able to field it and make the play a lot closer than maybe it should have been.
Well, she played the rebound off the net perfectly.
So 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Now Island with the runner in scoring position down at second. She's going to hit that toward the gap out in left center field, and that one is going to go all the way to the wall. That'll score Gianneschi from second, and Aubrey Island is into second base standing up. What a good piece of hitting on a 2-2 count by Aubrey Island to help the Tigers score the first run of the ball game.
We're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher here. That's number 23 that's going to run for.
That is Mariah Smith coming into courtesy run for Aubrey Island.
John, Aubrey, looking at the stats here, had 7 home runs coming into the day. That was her first double, though, of the season.
Not a lot of wind here today or this morning here at the Tiger Softball Complex, but, you know, that was hit well. Maybe with a pretty stiff breeze, that might have had a chance, but doesn't matter. She helps the Tigers get their first run of the ball game, and Bentonville takes an early 1-0 lead. And next up for Bentonville, the designated player, May Wegner, number 15. That pitch going to paint the corner for strike one.
Wegner also with 3 home runs on the year. As a team, John, this Tiger team has hit 34 home runs this year.
Yeah, Wegner right here comes into this week batting .643, Donnie. And if she could put one in the gap, she could give the Tigers a 2-run lead. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes to May Wegner. That was going to be hit toward the first baseman. Had a little trouble with it, recovered. She steps on first to get the third out in the inning. All right, folks, we played one. Bentonville on top, 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Snack like a beast, deep in the woods, from the trees to the streets. Came a furry legend with size 20 feet. Mr. Beast rolled in with the hunger so loud. Now they teaming up, the snack gods are proud. Like a beast, welcome to the pack. Extreme protein, just show us how you snack. Snack like a beast, welcome to the pack. Extreme protein, snack like a. What's up, guys? Beast.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Links presents There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
All right, folks, we are back here at the Tiger Softball Complex. We're going to the top of the second inning, and the Tigers on top of the Panthers, 1-0. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. And leading off for the Panthers will be 00 Azzy Morrow. Dalen Osborne set to deliver, and that one misses inside. And top of the second will open with a 1-0 count. Morrow playing third base for the Panthers today. She'll stand in from the right side. As Osborne delivers on the 1-0, fouled back to the screen. That'll even the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Donnie mentioned just a moment ago, Dalen Osborne coming into this week with a 1.78 ERA. As Morrow's going to foul that back to the screen. 66 strikeouts to only 8 walks on the season. Just a phenomenal job by Dalen Osborne. So on the 1-2, Osborne delivers, swing and a miss, struck her out.
Now batting, Corbin King.
So Donnie will move that total to 67 strikeouts on the season. And next up for the Benton Panthers will be number 8, the right fielder, Corbin Keene. First pitch to Keene, in there for called strike. Nice pitch. Donnie, how about that location by Dalen Osborne?
Great pitch, John. Low in there, and got our radar gun working. That one was at 61 miles per hour.
On the 0-2, that one misses upstairs. Yeah, great location. Kind of locked Keene up right there on that pitch before last. So Osborne now set to deliver on the 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And called strike 3. And 2 down now for the Panthers here in the top of the second.
Painted that outside corner there, John.
So next up for the Benton Panthers will be the center fielder, number 13, Aubrey Di Giovanna. She'll stand in from the left side as Osborne set to deliver. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
The Benton Dalen was on a roll there. The Benton batter just took a timeout and
tried to break the rhythm up. Yeah, absolutely. Second pitch, I think it was foul tipped into the glove of our mid of Aubrey Island. So strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Tigers on top of the Panthers 1-0. And that one is hit up toward the Tiger dugout. It's going to get out of play. So we'll reset on the 0-2. Let's see what Osborne's got right here on the 0-2. That one's going to miss outside. I think Donnie just kind of a throwaway pitch right there, seeing if she could get Di Giovanna to chase. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck her out, and Dalen Osborne strikes out the side, and that's the way the top of the second is going to end. We played an inning and a half. Tigers on top, 1-0. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
right, folks, we're back here at the Tiger Softball Complex. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. The Bentonville Tigers on top of the Benton Panthers, 1-0. And leading it off here in the bottom of the second for Bentonville, the 6-hole hitter, number 18, Taylor Crisp. Taylor comes into the week batting .275, got an almost .400 on-base percentage. And she'll try to get things started for the Tigers as she faces Rexy Crane. Swing and a miss by Chris for strike one. Crane giving up 2 hits back in the bottom of the first. That have allowed the Tigers to get out to a 1-0 lead. Chris going to hit that over the right side. That is going to be taken by Jackson over to Burrow, and that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting Lana Carlton.
Thought maybe Crisp had put that in a good place, but, I don't think the ball really got off the bat all that much, and Jackson was able to make the play over there at second. So Lana Carlton now, the Bentonville first baseman, will stand in from the left side with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. First pitch misses upstairs, ball 1. Way outside right there. I think there were some groans from the crowd, Donnie, I could hear below, but looked like the catcher, Peyton Stewart, had set up almost in the left-hand batter's box. And that one just misses. Carlton hit it down the line and just went foul right at the last moment.
So far, looking here, John, Crane's topping out at about 59 miles an hour. So
Crane delivers on the 2-1. That is going to be hit out toward the left, but it's going to drift foul out of play. And that'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good battle by Carlton.
Stays alive. Be interesting to see right here, Donnie, on the 2-2 coming up if Rexy Crane go with some off speed. Here's the pitch.
She did.
Yeah, she went with the off speed, and it dropped in at the very last second. Donnie, that was close to being ball 3. But the plate umpire said it dropped in, and Rexy Crane gets her first strikeout of the morning.
So just that was that changeup, John, 43 miles an hour. So she's she dropped it from 60 to 43.
So Kate Maness, next up for the Tigers, she'll take the first pitch and foul it off over to the right side. Kate today playing right field for the Tigers.
Noticed watching softball, there's 2 things that happen when a pitcher throws a changeup. The batter stands there and looks at it, or they swing and look ridiculous. It like a changeup in this fast pitch softball is almost unfair.
Well, tell you, I don't fault Lana Carlton for taking that one because it was really, I thought it was coming in pretty high, but our umpire today thought differently, and he's the one everybody has to listen to. That one's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kate Maness. Now Maness has worked the count to 2-1. You got to think right here, Donnie, she's going to get a pitch to hit. I don't think Crane wants to go to a 3-1 count. That was the pitch right there. Fastball down the middle. And Maness fouls it off, and that'll move the count to 2-2.
Kate's hit 5 home runs on the year, John. That's your number 9 hitter's got 5 home runs. That's pretty good.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And here's the payoff pitch. Maness stays alive. Once again on the 3-2. That one's going to be hit. Oh, once again. Not even that time, Manus, and just a bat or so ago, just missing down the right field line. After those, if I'm the Benton first baseman, London Burrow, I'd to guard that line. Okay, we'll do it again on 3-2. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And that's going to do it for the Tigers here in the bottom of the second. We've played 2 innings, folks. 1-0 Bentonville over Benton. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Shh. You've been on the edge of your seat. Now take a breath and imagine yourself at Woodhouse Spa, Northwest Arkansas's first true luxury spa. From our Himalayan salt room to signature facials, infrared sauna, and rejuvenating body treatments, each is designed with one goal in mind: exceptional care. Join us as we turn game day stress into deep relaxation. Woodhouse Spa, your time out for the soul.
Snack like a beast. Deep in the woods, from the trees to the streets, came a furry legend with size 20 feet. Mr. Beast rolled in with a hunger so loud. Now they teaming up. The snack gods are proud. Like a beast. Welcome to the pack. Extreme protein. Just show us how you snack. Snack like a beast. Welcome to the pack. Extreme protein. Snack like a
What's up, guys?
All right, welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. As we go to the top of the third inning, Bentonville Tigers on top 1-0. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. And leading it off for the Benton Panthers will be number 32, the designated player, A.C. Lackey. Dalen Osborne, the Tiger pitcher. Struck out the side last inning in the top of the second. Swing and a miss, picking up where she left off back in the second, Donnie.
Yeah, she was on and found her rhythm there in that second inning, John. Like I said, 3 strikeouts.
Well, she's got 4 on the morning. She delivers the second pitch upstairs, and that'll leave them the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dalen has thrown 26 pitches, John. 22 of them have been strikes.
Looks like our score monitor's lagging behind right there. We'll see if we can get that taken care of. As Lackey fouls that one off, it'll move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be hit over the right side. Bella Mears going over to field it. Great play by Lana Carlton to dig that one out of the turf. I'll tell you what, Donnie, that was a good job by Bella Mears to get to it. She kind of put the throw into the turf, and Lana Carlton helped her teammate out right there to get the first out here in the top half. And Osborne's first pitch now to Aubrey Jackson for strike 1. Our live stream crew here, Sanjay Sanjit and Maxwell Levine. Sanjay getting our score banner working again there. Appreciate his work today. As Osborne comes with the second strike, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the third inning. To Aubrey Jackson. That one misses. Count moves to 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 5th strikeout of the afternoon for Dalen Osborne.
Now batting London Burrow.
Well, Donnie, I have to remember it's still morning. It's 11, just after 11:30. I keep saying afternoon. But nonetheless, the 5th strikeout for Dalen Osborne. And it'll be London Burrow, the Panther first baseman. Swing and a miss to Burrow. Strike 1. That one's going to be hit toward the gap in left center. And Burrow is going to have a base hit. Violet Wind coming over to field the ball, but the Benton Panthers now with 2 outs have a runner on first.
Now batting KB Moy.
KB started the Benton first half, John, with a little slap right between third and short. You see the shortstop and the third baseman, they're pinching that gap a little more this time.
KB Moy, first pitch to her, ball 1. Chris, the last time she was at bat, was really playing up and created a little more space between third and short. But, yeah, they're kind of more pinched in this time as Osborne delivers a strike.
It's almost a shift. Bella Mears is playing right on top of second base here. Big hole to the right if she pulled it.
And Moy will foul that back to the screen. Osborne will work ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The thing about slappers, John, they're hard to strike out because their hand-eye coordination with that slap, they can foul a bunch of pitches off.
Swing and a miss, struck her out.
And
just
as I say that.
All right, well, that's going to end the top half of the 3rd inning. Bentonville 1, Benton nothing. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Links presents There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
Welcome back, folks. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bentonville on top, 1-0. And leading it off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 3rd, the 9-hole hitter, number 1, Bella Mears. Bella making some plays out there at second base today. And she's going to see if she can get the Tigers going here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Rexy Crane and delivers the first pitch. Mears looks like she was going to offer up at it. Pulled back, ball 1. She did offer it that one. So I'll leave in the count at 1 apiece.
That first baseman's still playing deep, so it would not shock me.
No, she's coming in now. And that one gets away from the catcher. Bella offered that one, but pulled back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now, Donnie, it seemed like maybe she could just push one past the first baseman, and that's what she tried to do there, but that one fouls back to the screen. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, she's showing bunt, but Donnie, I'm sure she's going to pull back. Yeah. And that one's going to paint the corner for called strike 3.
Now batting Kylie
Rexy Crane, the Benton pitcher, has struck out the last 3 Tiger batters. And so now the leadoff hitter for the Bentonville Tigers, Kylie Wyman, will come to the plate. Wyman grounded out to second last time up, and that one's going to miss. Changeup misses inside for ball 1. Tigers 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Panthers no runs on 2 hits, no errors. She missed the first one inside, missed that one outside, and Wyman now working with a 2-0 count. And that one brushes by assistant coach Lindsey Davis down there. I tell you what, Coach Davis showing some real athleticism to get out of the way right there.
Ball was right on Wyman's hands. She just fisted it off.
Good take that time by Wyman to move the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Tigers with a 1-0 lead. So here's Crane on the 3-1, and Wyman's going to take that out toward right field. Right fielder going back and makes the catch. Corbin Keene. Wow, Donnie. Hey, tip your cap to that young lady out there in right field, Corbin Keene. She went about as far back as she could go, reached the glove out, and somehow came up with it. An excellent catch by that young lady. Good contact by Kylie Wyman. So next up it'll be Marissa Gianeschi. And first pitch to Gianeschi, strike 1. I thought for a moment it was going to get over Keene's head out there in right field. It was well struck. That one misses outside, leaving the count at 1 apiece.
First pitch again, John, 42-mile-an-hour changeup. I don't think Bentonville swung at a changeup yet. They've looked at all of them.
Gianeschi will hit that over toward shortstop. KB Moy will throw over to London Burrow. And that's the way the 3rd inning is going to end. All right, we played 3. Still, Bentonville 1, Panthers nothing. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Super fly, super good, shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh, ask your mama, she's impressed. Super fly, super calm, super mean, super nice, super clean. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, we're always so good, baby. So locked into the key on A. In my belly, I'm Frito-Lay, crispy golden creme brulee, rare.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Okay, we're back, going to the top of the 4th, and leading it off for the Benton Panthers will be Lakin Griffin, number 27. As you see, Osborne getting set to deliver. And Dalen's first pitch, nice location there. Outside corner for strike 1. Foul tip back to the screen, and Osborne once again, Donnie working ahead in the count, 0-2. Osborne's given up a couple of hits today, Donnie, but I I think you're right. Ever since the top half of the first, she has really settled in. Misses outside with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Six strikeouts in the game so far for Dalen Osborne. Make it 7 right there as Lakin Griffin swings and misses. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 4th. So that'll bring number 7, Peyton Stewart, the Panther catcher, to the plate. She popped up to popped up actually to Aubrey Island back in the first inning. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. As Osborne delivers, that one misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike. That was fouled back to the screen. And Donnie, as you watch Dalen Osborne out there work today, what do you see? What is it about her that makes her so effective?
Well, John, her strikeout pitch has been a rise ball, and it's got a lot of movement on it there. And then she just threw one down, a drop ball there. But she's changing location. She's setting right around 65 with her fastball. So anytime she drops a little speed off of it, the timing of the batters is thrown off.
She gets her 8th strikeout, and it'll be 0-0 Azzy Morrow for the Panthers. That one misses. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. This one's scheduled for 7.
She's tried to throw her first changeup there, and threw it about 35 feet instead of the 43 feet it needed.
2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. You know, I guess the beautiful thing about being able to locate like she can, she can waste a pitch or 2 here or there, knowing that she can lock in at any time. 2 balls, 1 strike.
There was the change up again.
There it was.
And she hasn't thrown. This is the first inning she's thrown that, John. So now the Benton batters over there going, oh, no, she has one of those too. Just any change of speed just to make the batters think some.
On the 2-2, and that one's going to be fouled off over to the right side, out of play. Yeah, just when you think you've sort of kind of locked in on what she's throwing you, you see she's able to change here kind of midstream. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck out the side once again, and that'll do it for the top of the 4th. We played 3.5, folks, and Bentonville on top, 1-0. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Link's Duos.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Okay, we're back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Bentonville on top, 1-0. Bentonville scored back in the bottom of the 1st, and that has been all the scoring up to this point.
Both these pitchers, John, you can see why these teams are so good.
So leading it off for the Tigers will be Violet Wynn, the Bentonville left fielder. She bats out of the 3-hole, but she'll lead it off this inning for the Tigers. And Crane's first pitch paints the corner for strike one.
Ooh.
Yeah, Crane, she's been coming with that off-speed stuff. Missed with that one, but Donnie, I could see you motion over that. Kind of start out slow, but kind of rose up there at the end. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is hit well out towards center field. And that one's out of here. Violet Wynn homers to center field, and she gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead.
And, John, if you miss with that off speed, if you leave it up like that, that's what happens to it when they are locked in on it.
Now batting, Aubrey Island.
Violet hit that out to center field, and that's the deepest part of the ballpark here.
Well, that's Violet's 5th home run of the season right there, and it came at a really good time to put a little space between the Benton Panthers and the Bentonville Tigers. Yeah, great swing, and that was a no-doubter right there, Donnie. The center fielder just kind of turned around, and she was resigned to the fact that one was getting out of here. So it'll be Aubrey Island, number 14. She'll come to the plate, batting out of the 4-hole for the Tigers.
She hit one to the left center gap that first time at bat.
Exactly right. Credited with a double, 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Island will foul that and off to the screen, and she'll go down the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Good take that time by Island.
That catcher had moved out, trying to get her to chase that outside pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the Bentonville catcher.
There's that change again.
Yep. Miss with that upstairs, and that'll move the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Now it's going to be hit softly towards the pitcher. Crane will throw over to Burrow to complete the play, and it's 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th.
Island hit that ball off the turf, John. It was low, but fooled on the pitch, able to get some bat on it, but just ground out to the pitcher.
May Wegner now up for the Bentonville Tigers. Wegner's going to hit that well into the gap in right center. And she's going to go for second. She'll have to get down, and she gets to second base. Legs out a double right there, Donnie, and a nice piece of hitting on the first pitch to May Wegner.
And we're going to have a pinch runner for Wegner, John. Number 20 is going to run for her. And she almost hit that too hard to get that double there, John.
And, Donnie, did you happen to get a number on our pinch runner out
number
there?
20 is running.
Okay, number 20, let's see. That is Emma Barnett. Emma Barnett into pinch run for May Wegner. Now, Donnie, I think this is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in high school softball, like baseball, you can re-enter a player one time.
Wegner can re-enter back once.
So next up, number 18, Taylor Crisp.
You can see the premium that Coach Early is putting on this run, though. He
Absolutely
is bringing in a speedier runner to try to get this third run in.
Well, Taylor Crisp offered it that and pulled the bat back for ball 1. And I think there was a question. Plate umpire appealed to the field umpire and said, no, she didn't go. So 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses upstairs. The count moves to 2-0. Crisp 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out back in the bottom of the second. She's got a runner in scoring position, Donnie, and love to give the Tigers another run on the board right here with the base hit. As she asked for time, she's granted it.
The pitcher shook off her coach twice. The coach signaling in the pitches, she shook her off twice.
So we'll reset. Crisp gets a piece of it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Chris does offer it that one. Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Emma Barnett, the runner at second base. Pinch running for May Wegner. And that one's going to be popped over toward the first base line. And London Burrow makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So Lana Carlton will come to the plate. She'll stand in from the left side. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Count evens at 1.
Oh. Another change up there, and Carlton just able to foul it off to the back. 41 mile an hour on that change up. It's the massive drop in speed is what throws everybody off there, but good eye on that one. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. 2 runs in for the inning. That misses out. Carlton has worked the count full now.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Lana Carlton. Swing and a miss. Struck her out, and that is going to end the 4th inning. We played 4 here in Bentonville. Tigers on top 2-0. We'll be back for the top half of the 5th in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
And I'm gonna need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Feature hot side, feature chill side. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
Okay, welcome back. We'll go to the top half of the 5th inning. Bentonville on top of Benton, 2-0. And leading off for the Panthers will be number 8, Corbin Keene, the Benton right fielder. She'll be facing Dalen Osborne. That one's foul tipped, and Osborne starts out in the count 0-1.
And Dalen picked up the shutout victory over Rogers earlier this week. Complete game shutout.
No balls, 1 strike to Corbin Keene. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Another changeup. John, I like that she has saved that changeup. She did not show it until the 4th inning.
Absolutely.
And so they're not expecting it now.
Donnie, it just looks like she's getting stronger as the game goes on. On the 0-2, misses outside. Move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one just misses. I think the umpire said that might have been a little up, maybe a little out, but not by much. That'll move the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And gets her right there on a low and in pitch. And that is the 9th strikeout on the day for Dalen Osborne. So next up for the Panthers, number 13, Aubrey DiGiovanna. She's 0 for 1 in the afternoon, struck out back in the top of the 2nd inning. That one's going to be fouled off over to the left side. Twice today, Donnie, Dalen Osborne has struck out the side back in the top half of the 2nd and last inning in the top half of the 4th. That one just misses. You know, Donnie, like a lot of elite pitchers, like Darby Burnett, who pitches for Bentonville, and Dalen Osborne, as that one is hit high into the air, Kylie Wyman underneath it makes the catch. Nice job by Wyman. But, you know, down to these elite pitchers like we have here at Bentonville, like we saw the other day with Harbor, you know, a lot of their misses are intentional.
Right.
There's a spot they're trying to hit, knowing it's going to be off the plate, trying to get batters to chase. And just it's so impressive, the skill level of these young ladies. That one's hit high and deep toward center field, and it is going to drop between Marissa Gianeschi and Kylie Wyman. It's going to get down for a base hit. That was A.C. Lackey. And Donnie, that one just kind of placed in a perfect spot to drop between those two.
I think Marissa first thought it was hit a little harder than it was. It looked like it came off the bat pretty well, but it kind of just died.
Exactly. So with 2 outs, the Panthers have a runner on first, and it is Aubrey Jackson. He'll take the first pitch from Osborne for ball 1. Jackson tries to lay a bunt down right there, and it fouls back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Getting into the late stages of the game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was a good 1-2 pitch right there, Donnie.
Yeah, I think Island wanted that one. Catcher popped up like she thought that was going to be strike 3.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Aubrey Jackson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. And that's going to end the top half of the 5th inning. All right, folks, we played 4.5. Tigers on top, 2-0. Back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
I feel good. Super fly, super good. Shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh. Ask your mama, she's impressed. Super
so good, baby. So locked in that the key on A. In my bag like I'm Frito-Lay. Crispy golden creme brulee. Rare.
All right, we're back here in Bentonville where we're going to the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Bentonville Tigers holding on to a 2-0 lead. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. Great to be with you here on a Saturday morning. Beautiful day here in Northwest Arkansas. And a good softball game between two elite programs.
Now batting, Kate Manis.
And leading it off for the Bentonville Tigers will be number 29, Kate Manis. And Manis will start by fouling that one off to the screen. Tell you, Donnie, I sure would be a lot more comfortable if the Tigers could pick up maybe a couple more runs here as Manis hits that one just fouled down the right side. I mean, you look at it, Osborne's only given up 3 hits today. She's been phenomenal, but I just don't know if you're comfortable right now with the 2-run lead.
Got a piece of that one.
Yeah, that one came off the catcher's mask. But Manis stays alive on the 0-2 count. Rexy Crane set to deliver. Manis fouls that one off. Donnie, I'll tell you what, in softball, if the fans got to keep those softball foul balls for souvenirs, well, they'd have to up our budget on softballs. On the 0-2. And, oh, nice piece of hitting, and that one is going to get down. Kate Manis. Donnie, did you see the way Manis tracked that off-speed pitch and waited to the last second?
That's what you got to do on those changeups. She had her out on her front foot, John, but she recognized it and was able to stay back enough to get that down the right field line for a single. I think that might be the first changeup that has been put in play today.
Well, just a masterful piece of hitting that time by Kate Manis to get the leadoff runner on for the Bentonville Tigers here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. So that's going to bring Bella Mears to the plate.
I'd look for a sac bunt here, John, out of your number 9 hitter.
I think you're right, Donnie, and that's exactly what she was thinking about doing right there.
Pulled it back.
1 ball, no strikes. Gets that one down, and it's fielded by the third baseman.
She beat it.
And she's safe. Bella Mears showing some speed right there. Legs that one out, and now the Bentonville Tigers, runners on first and second, and nobody out. And it looks like Coach Heidi Martin-Cox, she wants to come out and have a conversation with the field umpire right there. She's going to make her case, but Donnie, as you well know, these are not normally arguments you're going to win.
She's telling him to ask that plate umpire. The plate umpire is not going to overturn his partner on that. He could come up here and talk to him. Then they're just going to turn around and signal safe again anyway.
Well, it was a bang-bang play, but Bella Mears showing some speed.
Yeah,
Beats that one out. You know, Donnie, that one right there, the third baseman came over and fielded it in front of the pitcher. Maybe that extra half second to field it and get it over to first might have cost him right there. So now the plate umpire, the field umpire conferring, and
safe.
Safe is the call.
I thought she beat it up here, John, so it was close.
I think she did beat it, Donnie. I think Coach Heidi Martin-Cox over there, though, She had to come out there and say something.
Now she's going to come talk to her pitcher.
No video review in high school baseball or softball. You think she might have taken a challenge right there, Donnie?
I think if there was challenges in high school, she would have challenged it. But they're going to make a pitching change here.
Okay, and that is going to do it for Rexy Crane.
Number 33, John.
So Rexy Crane giving up 2 runs on 6 hits. Now the 2 runners out there still are her responsibility. So can't quite close the book on Rexy Crane, but it will be number 33 coming in to pitch now for the Benton Panthers. Let's see. I'll try to get you a number on this. That is Villanueva. Villanueva, the new pitcher for the Benton Panthers.
John, I'm watching her warm up. Everything she throws is a curveball. She's really got a lot of spin on that ball, and there is nothing straight. She's kind of almost sidearming it. So it's going to be a different look here, different arm slot, and that her ball has a lot of more movement on it. Yeah, Wyman now up to bat for Bentonville.
And first pitch to Wyman's going to miss outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And Kylie Wyman, the leadoff hitter for Bentonville, she's got runners on first and second with nobody out. And that one's going to hit Wyman. And all of a sudden now, Donnie, Bentonville's got the bases loaded.
And you got the heart of the lineup coming up. You got Gianeschi, and then you got Wynn, and then you got Island. So you got the home run leaders for the team, the next 3 batters here, John.
So Marissa Gianeschi, 1 for 2 on the afternoon, had a single back in the bottom of the first. She'll come up with the bases loaded as Villanueva throws that one in there for.
He called that a ball.
Ball 1.
That looked really good. I thought it was a strike.
Yeah, it did miss by much. And Gianeschi wants time. Villanova, I'm sorry. Took a little too much time. All right, kind of a nice off speed there. It just misses as well. And
he called that one.
Okay, he did call that one. So I was looking. I didn't see him call it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, it was a good pitch. On the 1-1.
Just in.
Villanueva with a lot different style than Rexy Crane. That one gets in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Everything she's throwing, John's breaking away from these right-handed batters.
Marissa Gianeschi. She'll foul that one off. Manus at third, Mears at second, Kylie Wyman at first, Gianeschi at the plate. And Gianeschi's going to hit that to the third baseman. They'll go home for the force. They're going to get Manus at home on the force out. Fielder's choice. So there's 1 out in the inning, but the bases are still loaded.
Big opportunity here for Violet Wynn, John, to open up that lead a little bit.
Well, Violet Wynn, last time up, put it over the center field fence. She's going to foul the first pitch off back to the screen. One for 2 on the afternoon. Popped up to the second baseman back in the first, but last inning, big hit, no doubter, out to center field. And the off-speed pitch going to miss just up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Maintenance showed us what you got to do with that pitch, John, that changeup. You got to stay back and
That's
just hit it to right field hard.
Well, you can see the center fielder and the right fielder for the Panthers. They are backed up just a few feet from the warning track. Left fielder playing a little in. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Violet Wynn. Only takes one. Violet Wynn could get hold of another one. The Tigers could really open this one up. Here's the pitch. Stays alive.
John, her fastest pitch has been about 51 miles an hour. It is completely different. You've been seeing 60, 60, 60. Now the fastest you're seeing is 50 with lots of movement.
Well, the thing now about this bat, Donnie, is Wynn has seen a lot of pitches now from Villanueva. Hopefully she can lock in on one right here. On the 2-2. Fouls that one off. Thing is, one of these two players is going to win the battle. Bella Villanueva, Violet Wynn. Here's the pitch. And Wynn wins the battle. She hits that one out towards center field. That's going to score 2 runs. And the Bentonville Tigers have opened up a 4-0 lead as Bella Mears comes in. Kylie Wyman comes in.
You saw it, John, another changeup, but she was able to keep herself back and line that one in for a good hit to center field.
And that's just it. She stayed alive, fouled enough pitches off to kind of see what Villanueva was pitching and was able to barrel one up and score 2 runs. That one misses upstairs as Aubrey Island now comes to the plate, the Bentonville catcher. So you've got Gianeschi down on second, Violet Wynn at first, and still only 1 out in the inning. Just clutch hitting by Violet Wynn. So 3 RBIs today for Violet Wynn. 2 right there in the solo shot just a moment ago.
Island up 3-0 here. I wonder if she'll get a take sign or if Coach will say if it's there, hit it.
Well, Wegner on deck as Villanueva gets that in there for strike 1. Now, Wegner doubled to right center field her last time up. And she's going to have an opportunity to get another hit with the bases loaded.
And we're going to have our courtesy runner for a catcher.
That'll be Mariah Smith, number 23. She'll come in to courtesy run for Aubrey Island. And Mae Wegner, number 15, the designated player, will come to the plate. 4-0. Bentonville on top of the Benton Panthers. And Wegner's going to hit that deep towards center.
8-0.
That one's out of here. A grand slam. Donnie, am I right? Bases were loaded.
Yeah, grand slam.
A grand slam by Mae Wegner. Wow.
Once again, John, to that deepest part of the ballpark. Wegner got a good swing on that one, and Bentonville now 6-run 5th, John. Is what you need to see to get some distance between a really good Benton team.
That'll make the score 8-0. Well, Donnie, what was a close game through 4 innings, the Bentonville Tigers have exploded now for 6 runs. 4 of those courtesy of Mae Wegner's grand slam home run. And Taylor Crisp now, she'll come to the plate. Villanueva's first pitch misses high for ball 1. Crisp, the 8th batter coming to the plate in the inning for the Bentonville Tigers. Second pitch called strike. Well, you know what they say, Donnie, hitting's contagious. And it's spread among the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, finally have seen that off speed enough that they are staying back and have hit the ball hard this inning.
They've picked up 6 runs on 4 hits as Chris swings and misses. That'll be a strikeout. That'll be the second out here in the inning, yeah. Tigers have picked up 6 runs on 4 hits.
Number 6 pinch hitting here, John.
And pinch hitting for Lana Carlton will be, let's see, number 6, Ireland Malone. Ireland Malone will be pinch hitting for Lana Carlton. Malone will stand in from the right side to face Bella Villanueva. Swing and a miss.
Ireland Malone came in today, John. She's got 35 at bats, so this is her 36th at bat.
That is going to be popped over toward the shortstop. KB Moy going to make the catch, and that'll get the Panthers out of the inning. Well, we've completed 5. Tigers on top now, 8-0. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Super fly, super good, shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh, ask your mama, she's impressed. Super fly, super calm, super mean, super nice, super clean. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, well, always so good, baby. So locked in that the key on 8. In my belly, I'm Frito-Lay, crispy golden creme brulee.
Welcome back. We're here in Bentonville at the Tiger Softball Complex, going to the top half of the 6th inning, and the Bentonville Tigers now on top 8-0 after a 6-run bottom of the 5th. Leading it off for the Panthers here in the top of the 6th will be number 1, London Burrow, the first baseman. She'll face Dalen Osmond, who's gone all the way for the Tigers. And Osborne's first pitch, that is going to be fouled off to the right side for strike 1.
Now batting, London Burrow.
Misses inside, even the count at 1 apiece. Well, Donnie, earlier I was saying wasn't really comfortable with that 2-run lead, but putting 6 runs, I feel a lot better about this one right now. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch that time by Osborne. That one had Burrow fooled. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Osborne goes after her right here. She did, but credit Burrow, fouls it back, stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be hit over toward Bella Mears, but actually That is going to be Lana Carlton that takes that one. Donnie, am I correct? Was that? Yeah, that is Lana Carlton.
She re-entered.
Re-entered the game. Ireland Malone came in to pinch hit for her, but Carlton re-enters the game at first base, and there's one out here in the top of the 6th. So KB Moy, number 19, comes to the plate. She's the leadoff hitter. She'll take the first pitch for strike one.
One of the 3 hits that Benton has today.
She's going to lay a bunt down. That's going to be fielded by Chris. Over to Lana Carlton, and KB Moy beats the throw out. She'll get an infield single. That was a nice bunt, Donnie. So now it'll be Lakin Griffin, number 27. Will step in from the left side with one out. And she's going to lay a bunt down. That's going to get over Chris' head, but it bounces in fair territory, but then it crosses the line and gets fouled. Donnie, Taylor Chris did exactly what she was supposed to do, but the ball kind of popped up and had a lot of spin on it, and unfortunately got fouled for the Tigers.
Luckily, when Chris jumped, she didn't touch it there.
That's right. So it'll just go down as an exciting strike. Now she gets a bunt down. Chris fields it over to Carlton. Nice play by Taylor Chris. Good throw.
Now batting Peyton Stewart.
So Peyton Stewart now comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Ooh, that hit the pole.
Osborne with 11 strikeouts on the day. That one is hit well toward left field, but it is going to get fouled. Donnie, you were like me off the bat. We thought, oh, boy, that one's going to get down, but it just kept drifting foul. No balls, 2 strikes. What do you bet? Let's see, 0-2. I think she might try to slip one of those off-speed pitches in
go
here.
Change up again. Nope. She went fastball and just missed.
Tried to locate a fastball there on the outside corner. I bet she might try that off-speed here on the 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one is hit towards center field. Gianneschi going back. She gets underneath it, makes the catch. And that's the way the top of the 6th is going to end. We played 5.5. Bentonville on top, 8-0. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
You've been on the edge of your seat. Now, take a breath and imagine yourself at Woodhouse Spa, Northwest Arkansas's first true luxury spa. From our Himalayan salt room to signature facials, infrared sauna, and rejuvenating body treatments, each is designed with one goal in mind: exceptional care. Join us as we turn game day stress into deep relaxation. Woodhouse Spa, your time out for the soul.
All right, folks, we are back here in Bentonville. We're going to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Tigers up big, 8-0. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you, and leading it off will be number 29, Kate Manus. Manus got things going last inning, Donnie, as she singled to right field. She's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Of course, last time at bat, the Tigers exploded for 6 runs. And Manus is going to hit that sharply to the third baseman. Morrow's going to throw over to Burrow. Nice play by Azzy Morrow, making the first out of the inning here at the bottom of the 6th. So next up for Bentonville is Bella Mears.
Bunt single last time for Bella.
Yeah, Mears 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Beat out a throw last time. She offers bunt, pulls back.
That may have been up, I guess.
2 balls, no strikes. She tries to lay that one down. It goes foul. Wyman on deck. Three balls, 1 strike. And strike call right there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think Mears thought for a moment she drew the walk. But that moves the count to full, 3-2. Here's the pitch. That one misses inside and up. And the speedy Bella Mears is going to make her way down to first base. So Kylie Wyman now, the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. She'll come to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the afternoon, was hit by a pitch the last time up. As Peyton Stewart tries to catch Mears sleeping down at first. And Kylie Wyman will start off with a 1-0 count. Villanueva's pitch misses out. 2 balls, no strikes. Gianneschi on deck. Violet Wynn up after her. That one is hit high and deep towards center field. Center fielder going back.
Gone.
That one's out of here.
And, John, that'll end the game.
A 2-run shot by Kylie Wyman gives the Tigers a 10-0 lead, and that will invoke the sportsmanship rule. And the Tigers are going to take this one by a final score of 10-0. Well, Donnie, I tell you what, a lot of fun. A game that was close through 4 innings, but the Tigers had an explosive bottom of the 5th inning and then 2 runs right there to get the run rule victory over a very good Benton Panther team out of Central Arkansas.
Only Benton's 2nd loss of the year, John. The big blow, of course, was the grand slam in the 5th inning by Wegner.
Yeah. May Wegner put 4 on the board right there and helped to that big inning there in the bottom of the 6th. Or I'm sorry, the bottom of the 5th inning, which really that was kind of the nail in the coffin today for the Benton Panthers. Well, Donnie, it's been a lot of fun this morning on Saturday morning. I hope all of you out there that tuned in enjoyed the ball game this afternoon or this morning. And we're going to be coming to you later on next week and into the weeks that follow with some more softball. We've got some soccer coming up. So hope you subscribe to the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel, and if you do, you'll get notifications of upcoming live stream broadcasts. So for my partner, Donnie Payne, I'm John McElroy saying so long from the Tigers softball complex. Final score today,